하이 엄마. 엄마 뭐 해요?
국물 따로 부어놓고
이거 국물이야?
다시 고기 떼어내고
수고
다시
많았습니다.
삶아야 돼.
와 엄마. I'll do a interview with Umma. So Umma, what do you love most about being in Hadong, South Korea?
I have the good neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
good nature.
Uh-huh.
So that is the most important thing.
Yeah. So
We are so glad we moved here.
So how many years have you lived in America? How many years have you lived in Korea?
33 years in America, 31 years in Korea.
Uh-huh.
Now add up 3 years in Korea. So
Oh.
almost 34 total Korea,
Uh-huh.
33 in America.
So Umma, do you feel more Korean or do you feel more American?
It's a different way. Some part I feel like a Korean, some parts I feel American.
Which part do you feel American? Which part feels Korean?
I like the nature and the people side.
Uh-huh.
It is more like a Korean way, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
Yeah.
And some reasonable idea, kind of sharing the works.
Uh-huh.
And don't expect others do the same as I want they do to me.
Uh-huh.
So kind of equal balance of helping each other, things like that in American way.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Hanuri right now is 1 year, 7 months. So if Hanuri gets bigger, what do you want him to become?
I really don't have those ideas. Whatever he wants to be, that's his choice.
Or what do you want other Sangjin to become?
Other Sanjini be a nice husband, nice father, nice son, nice people, nice friends, nice co-worker. Yeah, so good thing with the peoples.
Oh.
That is the what Umma wants you to do.
Oh, so how do you feel to have Hanuri here in Hadong?
Oh, I thought it would be one day you guys be here, but it is way faster than I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
And I'm happy to have the Kanuri and the youth in the here. And you like here too.
So Umma, what do you think is the difference between raising your son, aka me, versus raising a grandson, the Hanuris?
Oh, okay. Grandson is the totally not my 100% obligation raising.
Yeah.
And also, I really don't have not those kind of regulation. For example, the discipline. You should do this. You shouldn't do this. Something like that.
Yeah.
I just need to give the love only for grandson.
Oh.
I think that's the biggest thing I enjoy.
그래서 하늘이가 뭐가 제일 신기해? What is the most surprising or unique thing about 하늘이?
Hanuri, I thought he knows the kids. I think they really don't have that much the kind of feelings, and also doesn't have the way to express their own feeling. But luckily, smart Cindy brought up, tell him sign language. So he expressed his own feeling. That was a really amazing thing.
So like which feelings is interesting?
What do you mean, which feeling?
So which sign language or feeling that he communicated that was like the most interesting or surprising or shocking?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wants to do pee. And I'm happy. I'm exciting. Those things are really interesting. That is good enough to communicate. Yeah. And also about his character. He's so cautious and careful about this and that. Curious. That is really proud of his character.
Oh, so Ma, do you think life is better in America or life is better in South Korea, Hadong?
Two different ways. And I have more my personal life in America, and the more kind of a community work in here. Yeah, we couldn't live without the neighbors' help. For example, for this morning we harvest the persimmon, but without the neighbors' help, it couldn't be happen. And also we are learn from so many things from the neighbor. They really happy to teach us. So that is the good thing. The people show us how we supposed to live. That is the one, yeah. So we cannot live by ourselves. So we live together, helping each other. I think that's the good value about it.
Well, one thing I actually really love about being here in Hadong is it's funny because everyone calls it 시골, right? Like the countryside. And you always think about the country bumpkins or like 엄마가 제일 좋아하는 말 촌놈. 촌놈들이 like the kind of the backwards, unintelligent people. But then I actually find that being here in I almost feel like here it's actually not like countryside, it's more like mountainside. And also I love the high elevation, and also there's like some of the neighbors' houses, they have like the nice forest. So I feel like it's very good for creativity and also good for thinking. So I feel like the thoughts I've been having here is so nice and interesting. And then Hanuri and me loves all the dolmengi. And I didn't actually know, but I think in America, or if you're in suburbs or whatever, it feels so unnatural because you cannot see anything that's not movable. So for example, I think the thing I love about the dolmengis, the trees and stuff like that, I feel like I could cut it down, I could pick it up, I could throw it around, I could harvest it, whatever. Whereas in America, especially if you're in an apartment, you're just surrounded by concrete, everything feels so inaccessible and not able to move around or edit or change. So here actually I feel like you actually have more opportunities and more living and more power here. And also something about living in the higher altitude, I think also being here so quiet, I sleep so well at nights. The next day I have more energy, more power, more time to take care of Hanuri. And also Umma's super mega gogi. This is all just the one cow head?
Oh, this is a different patch.
Oh, 이거 너무 맛있어, 엄마.
This one's backbone.
그래서 엄마가 나를 아주 맛있는 고기를 많이 먹여주니까 내가 슈퍼파워 힘을 써서 그 슈퍼 메가 아빠 될 수 있잖아.
오케이. 그럼 참 좋은 아이디어네.
왜냐면 내가 엄마가 맛있는 그러니까 내가 생각하기에는 맛이 아니라 it's not about the taste. 내가 관심 있는 것이 영양인 것 같아요. 그래서 like I'm more interested in the nutritional value. So my theory is if I have like kind of more of more beefy, more the like bone rib kind of meat, it gives me more energy and more power the next day. I sleep better and I also have more strength, especially since I exercise a lot and I throw around the rock and stuff like that. 그래서
You did throw rocks also? Oh my god.
엄마 앞마당에 큰 돌멩이 있잖아. 내가 그거 하고 운동하고 있어.
그래?
Rock toss. 하고 하늘이도 되게 돌멩이 너무 좋아해. 왜냐면 우리가 신디 엄마 집에 있으면 앞마당에 신디 엄마 돌멩이만 있잖아. 근데 그거는 뭐 패스트사이드 아니면 뭐 강아지들 이렇게 쉬했거나 하니까 신디 엄마가 하고 한 날 그거 만지지 마라고 하잖아. So I feel like the Handi has so much more freedom here, which is so nice, especially when you kind of go to more the wilderness kind of concept. 근데
그리고 did you notice the neighbors all very friendly.
So friendly, right?
Yeah.
And then I think, yeah, so friendly, and there's kind of more of a shared sense of a communal space here.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of like the feeling is that not like, oh, this is my stuff, that's your stuff, this is my tang, that's your tang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there's kind of more of a shared sense of like the land and space.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, yeah, people are just happier here, I think.
Yeah.
And it's actually much more natural, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It simulates maybe more of the kind of the way that humans should be, kind of more of the
Yeah.
community.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because people in America too, they think about, oh, countryside or whatever.
Mm.
I would just call it non-city. And then, but you still go down to Hadong, it's still a city. It's just a small city. It just feels more like kind of a town.
Small town, yeah.
So I think that's also why I like the Providence too. Providence, Rhode Island, is that it's like if it had a more of a like a neighborly town feeling. So even when we, when Hani was first born, right? So many people were so excited to see him and always want to talk to him and give us advice about parenting. But in LA or other places,
No.
no interest.
Wow.
And I think part of it is because the population's so big, and when the population's too big, there's not really a sense of a shared community and space.
Oh, so even same America,
Yeah.
same boys,
Yeah.
same kid, but the
Yeah.
people's attention or the caring idea
Yeah,
is
different.
different.
Even in Seoul, which is so funny, because when we stayed with
그렇지.
Imo and Migam, like near Migamyeok, no Korean other parents really showed that much interest towards Hanuri. They almost pretend like he didn't exist. And
I think that's pretty much the nearby the subway station.
Yeah.
The ajumma selling things.
yeah,